Good morning and welcome to Valley Views. I'm your host, Glenn Edison. We're certainly glad to have you today. And as always, we want to thank BTC Fiber for hosting our program. And you can see this interview on BTC Fiber's YouTube page as well as Cable Channel 18. Also would like to thank our sponsor, Needful Things General Store on Highway 127 just past the Bethel Church of Christ. And you can go by and see Kim there and check out. You might find some needful things you want, and you might find just some things you just want. So go by and check them out there at Needful Things General Store. And today we have with us Eric. Beer Staker.
Beer Staker, that's
All
it.
Right, good. I got it. And he's with Stone Mulch and More down on Highway 28, down on Stone Cave Road. And it's good to have you, Eric.
Thank you, Glenn. Nice to be here.
And I know it's been probably about a year or so that we've had an interview.
Probably a couple of years. Yeah.
And so, how long have y'all been down there now?
We're coming up on 3 years this August.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
So you've been here a while. Then
Yeah.
good. Well, let's get into your business a little bit before we get into some other questions. Tell people that maybe you're not familiar. I know a lot of people are familiar with you because I know you get business.
Sure.
But tell people who may not be familiar with you what all you have.
Sure, Glenn. Well, what we've got a couple things going on with our place, Glenn, is that not only do we live there, we also sell gardening supplies, and we have a leather shop there. And so the gardening supplies are really in right now, of course, for obvious reasons. We had a touch of spring, just a couple of weeks ago or last week, and now it's kind of turned back to winter again. But what I'm here today really is to just kind of get people, thinking about that garden this summer and maybe growing some vegetables, and we offer a lot of different products for folks.
Well, I noticed a couple of things. One is your mushroom compost.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure, Glenn. I've got what I have here. I even have some samples of it too, and I don't know if we can kind of get a good look at that. But this stuff here, if you notice here, this stuff is nice black soil. And our mushroom compost is obviously our number one seller at this time of year, because what this product is it's three kinds of manure. So we've got some chicken manure and cow manure and horse manure and a little bit of lime and straw.
Oh, okay.
And that's all it is. There's no clay in it, no dirt, nothing else. But those three items there, and I tell you, it just for growing vegetables or flowers and shrubs, trees, whatever, just a shot of vitamins from this stuff, and all natural, and they just love it and they thrive in it.
Well, that makes it even better then. It's all natural.
Absolutely, and so we get this stuff shipped in, and I'm telling you, I think last year, I want to say that we probably went through about 700 yards of this product.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, it's that popular. It's really good stuff.
Well, that's good because I know more people going with the natural now anyway.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And that helps, as far as the fertilizing and getting the nutrients that you really need.
Absolutely, and two, when we talk about fertilizers, we don't, when you're growing vegetables, for instance, you want to use something that is natural. You don't want to. Look, I know some people like, the products that are out there on the store shelves and they're man-made products, but I tell you what, there's just nothing like having, something natural, especially when you're going to be consuming it. That's really important to a lot of us.
Well, and the natural helps the vegetables itself. That makes them a better vegetable.
Absolutely, and I tell you, last year, our garden, and I know a lot of customers that we have that have come in and told us with using this, just even as a 50-50 sort of mix, you got soil at home, and you want to grow in that, you just want to grow on the ground, maybe till up some rows and start a garden, this stuff right here is just a great product to add to it. About a 50-50 mix is what you need with this stuff in your existing soil, and you'll definitely have a flourishing garden.
Yeah, I noticed the other day one of your posts, maybe it's on Facebook or a post you had anyway, I noticed it. Now that you have is it the 4x4 or 8x8?
Okay, yeah, you're right. So the other day we just got in some 6x6. They're rough sawn. These are solid oak. They're white oak, okay? Timbers. There's treated with nothing. They make a great garden box as opposed to using, some sort of a treated wood material. Great, and we've got them. They're they average about 8 to 9 feet long. They're heavy, okay? I won't say that they're light, but they're a great alternative to using like treated 6x6, or even I know some people have kind of used some railroad ties, and you don't want to use railroad ties in your garden, because you want to be, again, consuming this product. And we have those. We've got them in stock right now, and I can tell you right now we have a lot of interest in them. And they're probably going to go pretty quickly.
So you're going to have to make another order, right?
I think so, yep.
Well, that's good, because I know a couple of years ago, my wife and I, we did a box, but we did not treated wood because we just decided to start one to see how we'd like to do it.
Sure. And
it went well. We did it again last year.
Yeah.
And we're looking at expanding them and putting more, because we're looking at doing more of our own stuff.
Sure. And I think that's especially with the way that the prices are in the store nowadays. And do you really know where it comes from? There's nothing like sitting back in December and cooking up some green beans that you canned and grew out of your own garden. I mean, it's really satisfying.
Well, I think more and more people are going to that. I won't call them survivalists, but they're going to doing more of their own.
Sure, absolutely, and there's nothing wrong with that, because I mean, we don't. Hey, we're in it for ourselves, and this way, like I said, at least you know what you're consuming.
Right. And what are some other products you may have that are pretty popular?
Sure, Glenn. I mean, at this time of year, besides the mushroom compost, we've got garden mulch, and that is our number 2 seller right now at this time of year. And we offer all 4 different varieties, actually 5 different varieties of garden mulch. We've got, your common mulches that are dyed, like your brown mulch, your black mulch, and your red mulch. We've also got undyed mulch, which has become very popular, again, because for that reason there's no dyes in it. And you can use it as, if you maybe have a garden pathway or something that you don't want any dyed mulch in there, you can use some undyed mulch. And then I've also got a triple grind product. And what it is, it's mulch that's been just ground up almost fine, and it's almost like stringy in a sense. And that's great for under, fruit trees. It's great, again, for, lining a garden, because what happens is the acids in that mulch, they keep the weeds down. Okay.
Yeah.
And we all know about weeds here.
Yeah, we do. Got anything that keeps groundhogs away?
Well, unfortunately, no.
I've got one I'm going to have to deal with.
Oh no! Oh no! I know. I saw one in my yard last year one time, and I thought, oh, I sure hope that guy's going to go away.
Well, we thought this one had, but
he's hanging around.
Yeah, he must like us.
I guess so.
We got that. I mentioned that. Now let's talk about your leather shop, because a lot of people. Well, it's become more popular. I know y'all are at the farmers market a lot, and Gina's been there. And but y'all pretty much do just about anything on the leather, don't you?
We do, and that's it. So in the shop itself, we've got a wide variety of products, from handbags to wallets. To belts, my wife has really been working on a lot of bracelets this winter, and not just leather. She does some glass bead bracelets, some with stones in them. So we're really trying to offer a wide variety of product, just to catch any customer, not necessarily even just leather. We've got a few other things that we've been adding. We like to, that's sort of our mantra. We like to add, a number of different items, as often as we can.
Well, I know y'all have, when people have asked for certain things, y'all tried to accommodate.
Absolutely.
If you didn't have it, you tried to make it.
Absolutely. We do our best. I know that, we're not, I don't call myself an expert, in leather work, and my wife either. She doesn't either, but we do our best and to make, and satisfy everybody, their needs. So, yeah.
Well, I need to get down there and get me some belts.
Okay, sounds good.
I need some new ones myself.
All right.
I thought about you the other day, and I went down, and y'all were closed. You had changed your hours. So, speaking of that, what are your hours?
Okay, so currently our hours are Wednesday through Saturday from 9 until 4:30. But I can't stress enough, we live there, and we even put it on our sign that you can call us anytime, and try to get a hold of us, and we'll accommodate anybody. As a matter of fact, today's Tuesday, and on Sunday, I had a gentleman call me Saturday night, and he says, hey, anyway, I can come get some mushroom compost on Sunday. He goes, that's just my only day off. And he goes, that's the only day I have time to do that. And I said, sure, what time you think you'd be coming by? And he told me, and I says, I'll open the gate for you and get you loaded up and get you on your way.
Okay.
And so by next week, we will be open Tuesday through Saturday, regular hours. But Glenn, like I said, we live there, and in fact, yesterday we had to go pick up some supplies early in the morning over in McMinnville, and then we got back, opened the gate, and we had business. And it's just a matter of people just driving in, and we'll take care of them. Like I say, we live there. We can do that.
Well, now is the time. I guess some people had already started getting gardens and things ready, and then this cold weather hit, and so they kind of had to slow down there.
Yeah, a little bit, but you know what? Because of just the date itself being mid-March, we all know that you want to get your vegetables in the ground by around end of April, beginning of May. If you're up on the mountain, usually about May 1st. In the valley here, about late April. So yeah, we're my wife and I, as a matter of fact, too, on Sunday we planted all our seeds in our starter boxes. Yeah, and I've got a great to go along with that. I've got a great starter soil that we do sell in bags.
Oh, okay.
And it's it's a Canadian peat product with vermiculite and perlite. It's a really soft soil. It's great for germinating seeds, and that's really what we highly recommend for germinating seeds. And we have that available in bags. We've got small bags if somebody just wants to do a small garden, and then I've got 1.5 cubic foot bags for people that are planning on a little bit bigger than most. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of like we planned. We want to do different things. We just had that one box, and we put a few things in there, and then we said, well, hey, we could have more boxes and put one box with this and one box with that.
Sure, exactly, and it helps because, especially with us, I can tell you from experience, our tomatoes last year, we had them kind of grouped together in one box. They all grew into each other, and it made it so difficult for harvesting tomatoes. This year we did one narrow row, and that's where our tomatoes are going. So we have access to them because, like I say, they really flourished last year and the year before. So we're preparing for that. But also I wanted to touch on, again, just the seed starter soil. We sell mushroom compost as an amendment for your garden, but when you're starting seeds, you've got to remember that you want to start them in something real easy. Doesn't have to be a lot of nutrients in it. And then when they get about 1 foot to 16 inches tall, that's when you transfer them into your amended garden soil.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's good and educational for people to know that.
Sure.
And of course, we have a lot of. There's a Master Gardener Club here, and of course we have the Soil Conservation Office, and a lot of places where people can get information if they're wanting to start.
Absolutely.
And have no experience.
Absolutely. And it's it is so easy just to even, and you can just go down to, for instance, the co-op, and I mean, they sell a variety of seeds. They've got starters down there, like onion starts. They've got potato starts. They'll give great advice too. I highly recommend them because, it's this is the time. Today is the day you want to get your seeds going.
Yeah.
Yeah, by today, because that way that in 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, you're ready to put them in the ground.
Well, that'd be great, because I know we're looking forward to doing that and adding more. So when I saw your stuff the other day, I thought, well, I need to get down there.
Good.
Save me a trip to Lowe's,
Yeah, and the other thing too is that a lot of people, a question I get asked all the time is about delivery. And now, me personally, I can deliver up to 2 yards of material, and I do a lot of local deliveries. I deliver up on the mountain as well, like Fredonia and Kegel, and I've gone up Signal Mountain. I've gone as far as Jasper. I do a lot of local deliveries of compost or mulch, whatever it happens to be. And so we do offer that. If somebody needs a larger load, I do have another gentleman that I recommend that he'll take care of them.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know, because some people may not have a truck or something that they can take down there where you can empty it into their truck.
Absolutely.
Or trailer.
And
that way that helps them.
It does.
And that's good, because that way you're working with the community and helping them out as well as they're helping you.
And reasonable rates.
Well, yeah, because I know y'all always do that.
Yeah.
And because y'all want to be a part of the community.
Absolutely.
And there's no need to make I want you to make money, because I want you to be around.
Sure.
But you're not in it just to make a big profit and
Absolutely.
forget everybody else.
And that's the thing. And two, it's not only that, we're here to educate people. So come on in if you have any questions, and we'll be happy to help you out with your garden needs.
Now, how can you mentioned they can call you? What's the number they can call? Or is there numbers on your social media that you
Sure.
have?
They can follow my wife Gina Bierstecker on Facebook, or Stone Mulch and More on Facebook. Our numbers are on there. For instance, I do have a landline, and that number is 423-949-2458. People can reach me on my cell phone, which they do a lot, and that's 916-804-3392.
Okay.
Yeah, so they and like you say, we have social media. They can reach us there, and my wife is constantly posting things, so that way that people don't forget about us.
Is that in between her pickleball tournaments?
Yes, that's it.
I know she does. She enjoys that. I know.
Oh, absolutely, yes. And she was just playing yesterday, as a matter of fact. So yeah.
Well, that's a neat sport that's come around.
Oh, it's fun.
When you look at it, you think, well, that's kind of strange, and then you watch it, and I thought, well, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, it is, and there's a large number of people here in the valley that are getting into this. Yeah, and we just keep seeing more and more new faces when she's playing here in town.
Well, it's something it's new for one, for around here, and then you don't have to be a pro at it or anything, because it's a competitive sport.
Absolutely.
But you can have fun, meet plenty of people, have good relationships, and and just have fun, basically.
Absolutely, it is. It's great fun. Yep.
And I know she enjoys it, and she's met a lot of people. And matter of fact, she's played in some big tournaments, hasn't she?
She has, yep. Last year she was in the Senior Olympics in Chattanooga.
Wow.
Yep.
That's something else.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, she's really good.
I wouldn't think she was in the senior Olympics, but I guess she was. I'm not going to tell her that.
No.
I guess we're all getting old.
We are.
I don't feel like I'm a senior, but I am.
I know, me too, right?
Yeah. We get those senior discounts for that coffee.
Yeah, I always forget about that, though, because I do forget I'm a senior. Oh, wait, maybe I'm forgetting everything.
But, well, that's good. Now, is there anything maybe we haven't talked about that you've got going on that you want people to know about?
Well, I think just, a couple other things that we offer, and I know that we get calls on it, but I've got, we do sell, some river rock there too for your garden.
Right.
So we've got, some pea gravel, and we've got some little bit larger river rock, and they're all, tan colors, and we sell those by the half a yard scoop with our loader. Also, I want to let people know that, you can come down and buy weed preventer from us, which is just that woven poly weed cloth that allows the water to go through and the nutrients to go through it. It just doesn't allow the weeds to come up, and it's a UV blocker as well. So yeah, we've got a couple other things that we offer, just besides, mulch and compost, that, yeah, anything, we try to offer as much as we can for the garden. I've also brought in, I've got sand. And you can use it as a garden amendment. Some people, I get calls for it, for putting under a swimming pool, because that's going to be coming up here pretty quick. People will be wanting to get wet because it's 90 degrees out, 90% humidity. But yeah, so we offer a few more things than just mulch and compost.
So you've actually grown over the 2+ years you've been here.
We have, and that's always been our goal, is especially with the mulch yard. We wanted to try to expand 1 or 2 products every single year we're doing this, and that's why we offer a seed starter. We do sell, that's one thing people don't know about us, is that we do sell some bagged soil. I've got a nice nursery mix that I sell in a bag that you can amend your garden with, and it's got some pine bark in it and sand and some humus in it, and it's great for just an additive, because we all know Tennessee is just red dirt country of clay. And it's one of the most difficult things to grow in unless you give it some help. Right.
Well, I know in the past when I've gone to the big box stores, and they have all these things there, and I'm thinking, I don't know which one I want. I don't know which one I need. They have so many varieties, and you're thinking, well, this is for this, but do I need that, or do I need this one over here? Or, and you so eventually I just say, I just won't get anything because I'm not sure what I want.
I know, and that's the other thing is that's one thing is you don't get that personal service. If I don't have it, or if we don't have it, we'll recommend someone where to go to get that if we don't sell it as well. And that's why I said about, selling stuff in bags, because again, sometimes people just want to come in and maybe they got some, shrubs they want to plant, or, maybe some flowers they want to put in some pots. I've got small bags like that would take care of their needs.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
So you pretty much can fix from small to large.
Absolutely. Yep.
Just what everybody needs.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. Was there anything else we haven't covered you'd like to tell us?
I think that about does it. But yeah, it's like I say, spring's here. I know it's cold today, but Monday. It really is here. Yes, it really is here, and that's where I think that we've got to get people thinking about that. Just because it's cold today, don't stop thinking about that garden, because now is the time you want to start preparing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you being here with us today, and it's been great, Eric. It's been informative because I need to get down there and see y'all.
All right. Well, thanks, Glenn. Thanks for having me.
Well, I appreciate you being here.
All right.
And again, you can see this interview on BTC Fiber's YouTube page as well as BTC Fiber's cable channel 18. And again, thank you for Needful Things General Store for supporting our program. And so until next time, have a great day. Hey everybody, this is Glenn Edison from Valley Views. We appreciate you watching our shows, and we would like for you to like, share, and follow us on Facebook, as well as like and subscribe to our YouTube page.